Hi, this is Mike from Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and today we're going to look at cheapskate printing. This is the Epson Expression Home XP245 or 245, and this is a very inexpensive printer, copier, scanner, all in one. It has USB and Wi-Fi, so you can print from laptops, mobile phones, tablets, etc. Or you can go old school and just plug in a USB cable to your Windows or macOS computer or laptop. Now you're probably wondering why I'm doing a review of a printer, and the reason being is because normally at this price point, which is $29.99 in the UK, so that's about $35, I think, thereabouts. Currently on offer in places like Tesco, Walmart, Amazon, Argos, etc. They're everywhere at the moment. Epson are really pushing these things. So for that sort of price point, you normally don't get a great deal for your money. But the thing I particularly like about this is the Save Ink feature. Now this is the first time I've seen a printer at this price point using individual inks. So you get 4 inks in the package. You get the black, cyan, magenta and red. Or cyan, magenta, yellow, sorry. Cyan, magenta, yellow. So you get all 4 inks in there, and you can buy the replacements. If you buy the genuines, it's probably going to cost you about the same price as the printer, like £30 for the set 4. If you go and shop a little bit smarter and go to places like eBay or Amazon, or even your local retailer in the high street, you can pick up a set of 4 of these inks for anywhere from about £8 upward, which obviously they're compatibles, but they work. They've had the chips modified, so you just plug them in and they work as if they're Epson genuine. So to get a complete new set of cartridges for around about £8, in my mind, is fantastic. So anyway, talked about the price, talked about how efficient it is. Let's have a look at the actual unit and see how cheap and nasty it is for £29. So, pretty reasonable packaging, nothing to be too excited about. So there is nothing too exciting. Let's have a quick run through and see what we get in the box. So you get your CD with drivers and software and instructions, etc. Also you get your instruction manual pamphlet. And there is a set of 4 cartridges. Let's open those up so you can see what they are. These are the Epson 29s, or strawberries. If you look out for the logo on the package on the front, if you look for a strawberry, these are the ones you need. Now these ones are a little bit on the cheap side. They are the setup version. So these aren't full cartridges, so they're not going to last a great deal of time, but they'll be enough to get you set up and do a few test runs. That is the one downside of some of these cheap printers. You do get the kind of half full or quarter full cartridges. They might actually do a lot more than that. We'll find out in time and see how much it actually produces. But so you get your blue, you get your magenta, you get your yellow, and you get your black. So that's the 4 cartridges. So they actually feel quite light, but pick it up on the microphone. There is actually some ink in there. So what should we say now? So at the back here you've got your paper feed. Now for me the paper feed is actually another quite important feature of any printer, because the paper feed is going to limit what you can and can't print in here. Now because this has got a relatively direct feed path, so it goes in the top and comes out the front, you can get away with using quite thick paper, photo paper and some card. Some of the other printers, like some of the Hewlett-Packards, they've got the front mounted paper feed. So you can't really use anything other than kind of your standard A4 copier paper, so it goes in and folds around nicely. You get a lot of jams, but with this, put your paper in, you've got quite a nice feed through, so you can do things like envelopes and that, no problem. And initially, actually, I like the look of this. It's a sort of satin matte black. It's not a gloss, which is going to be a fingerprint magnet. This is got a nice finish to it, quite modern looking. This is released in 2016, so it's only about a year old now, but still looks quite modern and up to date. So that's the paper feed at the back. You can probably get a good 150 sheets of paper in there of normal A4 copier stuff. Obviously less if you're using thicker paper. So let's have a look at the platen. So this is the copier thing, face, glass, whatever you want to call it. Not actually glass, I don't think. I think that's perspex, but still does the job. So scan up to A4 size on there, no problem at all. And the lid actually looks quite solid, so no problems there. And it all folds away nicely, and on the back there, that's going to cover any dust or debris getting in there. The old famous paper clip in the back of the printer, that's not going to happen because you've got a nice little flap there to prevent any nasties getting in there. So let's have a look inside, and there's your power cable. So there is the internal mechanics, so quite easy access to the print head for changing cartridges, and it tells you how to do all the print head change, all the cartridge changing on the installation guide there. It's not an easy thing to do from reverse. It's a tape and plastic cover. So yeah, as you can see, and on the front, if you can pick that up, there's your paper tray. So that just pops out nicely, and when you finish with it, just pop it back in to keep it out of the way. So let's talk about size. This is supposed to be a small compact printer. As you can see from their blurb on there, it's a small-in-one, which I think is a bit of a pun on their part because it's supposed to be an all-in-one. So anyway, right, width-wise, you're looking at where are we? 30, just shy of 39 centimeters. Now from the back to the front, you're looking at 30 centimeters, just slightly under. And height-wise, this is not going to be easy. Height-wise, you're looking at, I don't know, can't see, just slightly over 14 centimeters. So it's actually really tiny. On the back, on the back, where we see? Yeah, on the back you have your USB connection. And I cannot see actually where the power lead goes. The power lead goes at the back. So if you are mounting it in a small cupboard, see the leads come out the back, so give it a little room. Other than that, that's pretty much it. That's all I can say about it. If you want more information or you want to see a detailed setup video of how to use this thing, then pop it in the comment section below, and I will do my damnedest to produce a video worthy of your attention. But to be honest with you, it's really easy. Just stick a CD in, run it, plug in the USB when it tells you, and you're up and running. And the same with the Android or iOS app. If you go to the Play Store or go to the App Store and look for Epson iPrint and install the app from there, it's very simple, very straightforward, and it just works generally. So no real problems there. So this has been the Epson Expression Home XP245, the budget-minded printer for the budget-minded. I've been Mike, this is Mike's Unboxing Reviews and How To, and we'll see you again in the next video. Thanks for watching.